Imagine facing an enemy that never seems to shrink. You cut one down, another steps up instantly. No fear, no retreat, no mercy. Just a wall of disciplined warriors, always 10,000 strong. This wasn't myth. It was the reality of the Achaemenid Empire's elite unit, the Immortals. To the Greeks, they were terrifying. To the Persians, they were legends. And to history, they remain one of the most mysterious and powerful military forces of the ancient world. Welcome to Undercover History Updates, where today we march into battle with the Immortals, the army that never died. The Immortals were the elite standing force of the Achaemenid Empire, formed by Cyrus the Great around the 6th century BCE. They were always exactly 10,000 strong, hence their chilling name. Whenever a soldier was killed, wounded, or sick, he was immediately replaced to maintain their numbers. This gave the impression they were truly immortal, an unbreakable wall of flesh and steel. The Immortals weren't just elite, they were highly organized and visually striking. They wore elaborate robes and scale armor, carried spears, swords, bows, and sometimes shields. Each soldier also had a servant or squire, supporting them with gear and supplies. They were versatile, archers at long range, spearmen in formation, swordsmen in close combat. They moved swiftly and silently, often acting as both shock troops and imperial bodyguards. The name Immortals wasn't given by accident. Greek historian Herodotus described their eerie consistency in battle. No matter how many were slain, the number remained the same. This created an illusion of supernatural invincibility. To enemies, it seemed like they could not be killed, which demoralized opposition and elevated Persian prestige. The Immortals played key roles in many famous campaigns. Battle of Thermopylae, 480 BCE. They fought the Spartans during Xerxes' invasion of Greece. Though initially held back, they eventually flanked the Spartans with the help of a traitor. Conquests of Cyrus the Great and Darius the Ewer. They helped forge the largest empire of their time from the Indus Valley to the Mediterranean. They were often used to guard the king and carry out missions that demanded absolute loyalty and skill. Their discipline and training made them the backbone of Persian power. Some historians debate whether the Immortals were a distinct unit or simply the most elite part of a larger army. The term comes primarily from Herodotus, a Greek source, so some believe the immortality idea may be exaggerated, but Persian sources and archaeological evidence confirm there was indeed a core unit of elite soldiers who served as imperial guards and special forces. Though the Achaemenid Empire fell to Alexander the Great, the legend of the Immortals lived on. Their structure inspired later empires, including the Sassanids, who revived the Immortal Guard. Even Napoleon Bonaparte admired their discipline. In modern times, the term Immortals appears in games, movies, and books, immortalizing their myth even more. The Immortals weren't literally immortal, but their impact certainly was. They were the face of Persian power, fearsome in discipline, loyalty, and myth. In a time where empires rose and fell by the strength of their armies, the Immortals stood out as symbols of endurance and elite excellence. So the next time you hear the word immortal, remember, it might just mean you never really disappeared from history. If you enjoyed this episode of Undercover History Updates, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more ancient secrets and lost legends. Until next time, stay curious and fear not the army of shadows.